Welcome back to the channel, Strong Nation, and in today's video it is a complete guide on the heals and treatment systems for Arena Breakout. And let me tell you, this stuff can get kind of confusing as a new player. I'm going to break it all down for you. So let's get right into this video, and before we do, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. Season 3 is right around the corner, September 15th. I will be doing a live stream for 24 hours that day. If you guys are new to Arena Breakout, want to come hang out, want to come learn a little bit, make sure you guys catch that live stream. I already have the actually I'll put it in the description below. You guys can go get ready for that live stream if you're interested in that. But without further ado, let's jump into this, and we're going to break it down starting with the most simplest way of healing. So everything I have in my rig besides my Molotov right here is a different treatment system in Arena Breakout. Now, if you click on these and open up the details, each one of them has different facts about them. Okay, so starting with this one right here, you can see that the durability, or I guess the points that you can use on it, goes to 80, 120, 220, 300, 400, 960, and 1200. Okay, so it's like a little progression system of which ones are, you know, more better than the other, if you will. More better. Yeah, that's a great one. So the downside to using these, okay, so you got this here, hydration. It'll take away -8, -22, -6, and you guys can look at all these on your own as well. Let's open up another one. You got -15 for this. This one doesn't have anything for the hydration, so this is a good one to use. This is my favorite. It's a little pricey, but it's kind of the sweet spot, I feel like, as far as healing goes. This one is -48. This one will tank your hydration for sure. And this guy right here, this is the best in the game, but it's going to take up the most space. As you can see, it's got 4 individual spaces in here, and in Arena Breakout, every space does matter. So unless you're doing like PvP, I wouldn't suggest going with this. It's a little bit more on the expensive side, but it does heal super fast. You get right back into the fight, and of course, no negative hydration effects to it. So let's show you how this works, because some of these, you know, heal faster than the others. Let's jump right into it here. Let me throw this Molotov. Okay. All right, as you can see, my leg is hurt there, and we're going to use the first one, which is the simple first aid pack. The animation, you can tell it's a little bit slower, and there's not a lot of healing points on here. You only get 80, so I would really probably stay away from that. And then we also have a blacked out leg. This is a great chance right now to show you some systems that we have to heal the leg. This right here, we're gonna put this on so we stop moaning. This is a one-of-one use. All right, so once you use this, it is gone. The information, oh, we're using it. Hold on, let's look at the information. -10 on the hydration and +10 on the HP recovery. I'll show you why that matters here in just a minute. Now, if you're listening to my moaning that my character is doing, there's actually a way to silence that, which I'll show you the next time we hop into the fire. But this animation takes a while. Just know when you're healing in Arena Breakout, it takes a minute to do, but there are better options within the surgical kit area. All right, so that one-on-one use wasn't too great. We healed with this one right there. This is not a bad little treatment kit. Okay, this can actually also heal bleeds. We haven't gotten into that just yet. The cost of treatment for healing bleeds is 50. So if you do have a bleed, this one will fix it at the cost of 50. Moving on to the 926 Rapid First Aid Kit. This guy right here, I don't really use this one. It's kind of in a weird spot. It's in between that 120 and then this one right here, this 300. I would just rather have the little bit of extra healing capability out of this. That's just my preference. So I don't know if anyone has a different argument for that, just let me know down below. I don't see a lot of people really using this one either. But to each his own. This is the one that I personally use right here. I like this one a lot. A little bit more expensive, but it fits into a 2-slot like this. It's not too big, and I typically don't need more heals than this. If I do, I usually get it off of a player that I killed or something like that. Next is this one right here, the TMK field medkit. I like this because you get 960 out of it, but the downside to it is you'll be -48 in your hydration. Absolutely tanks it. So if you're worried about your hydration, I'm not usually too worried because I'm always popping drinks, running around the map, utilizing the energy drinks, which I'll talk about that in a different video. But for me, it's usually not a problem, but I could definitely see that if you're new to Arena Breakout and trying to worry about your hydration. Now we have the STO first aid kit here. This one is really good for the PvP fights. This one, you can heal up a lot faster, and you're not going to be using hydration with this one. This one is the most expensive healing. So just know each one of these has a different animation, different like time length that you're going to be stuck in there for, and negative and positive side effects for using it. So let's use this one over here that we would use for, say, PvP. All right, so leg is back on. We hurt our leg, and then if you hold down your V button, you'll get a wheel here of all of your different healables. Now I have so many that I didn't even bring this one up. So let's use the TMK so you guys can see the difference in that animation. Okay, still pretty quick. So enable time 4.1 seconds, enable time here 3.3 seconds. You can tell that STO is definitely where it's at. Let's just take a look here. This is my favorite one. Little slow, but it's kind of, again, in that sweet spot where you're not really burning through your hydration and you're not spending a boatload of money on this and also taking up another space. So that's pretty much it as far as the healing goes. Doesn't get too complicated. All you got to figure out is how much do you want to spend. Typically what I would do is bring, if I'm running lockdown on a really cheap kit, something anywhere between 100,000 to 200,000, I'm bringing in a couple of these guys, and then maybe some of those 101 surgical kits. Usually not bringing anything like this. Nothing expensive. You want to keep it on the low cost. But if I'm going in with an expensive kit, I'm somewhere right here, I would say. One of these 3 items I'm bringing in. And then for my surgicals, I'm typically somewhere in here. I don't really use this one much because it takes up 4 slots, but I will get into the benefits of that here actually right now. So let's go ahead. Let's get into the pain portion. So you guys have already heard me screaming in pain. All right. Oh, I need Molotov. Okay. So in this game, when you get wounded or your character loses a limb, so at the bottom left there, you'll see when my character loses a limb, the leg will go black. It's no longer operable and you have to repair it. Okay, so you have to use one of these surgical kits or the 101 that I used earlier. And again, these have its own benefits as well. So let's bring all 3 up. As you can see here, this one takes away -7 hydration, -3, and this one nothing at all. What's really nice about this, even though it does take up 4 slots, it is going to do a +70 on your HP recovery. So it's going to fully heal your limbs up to just like you had at the beginning of the game. If you're using these other ones, it's going to be a lot less on your limbs as well. I really like this because the speed of this kit is 10 seconds. This one is 11. This is kind of like more of that PvP style if you're looking to heal up and get back into the fight super fast. So that's everything there on the speeds. And then your pain, here are your pain options. Did I bring the bottles? I did. Okay, perfect. So here are your pain options right here. These 4, you have your liquid painkiller, your e-drink. All right, so enable times for those, both 6 seconds, and then you'll be sedated for 240 and 270 on those. The blue pills versus the red pills. So you got 60 seconds on the red pills, 180 on the blue. And then the only difference here is going to be your hydration. So it's up to you, really. If I were you, I would just try to grab the blue pills. These you can find in game on scavs off of bot players. So it's a nice little way to, you know, get back into the fight. If you lose a limb, don't really have any pain, find one of these. It can definitely save you. I like carrying the pill bottles within the secure container or like liquid painkillers. That's just kind of my preference. And then for the bottles, as you can see here, the hydration for those is -10, and then the enable time is 5.5. These last 300 seconds. The ones that are 8 out of 8, and the ones here that are 6 out of 6 last 210. So just a price difference on those, but they will last longer as well when it comes to that. Nothing crazy when it comes to pain. All right, so let's show you how that works. I'm gonna throw the Molotov here and take out a leg. Okay, so as you can see, my legs are blacked if you look at the bottom left hand corner of the screen, and I'm making a lot of noise now. Okay, if I try to move, I'm just kind of stuck. Can't really move fast, as you can see. But if we pop pain, and if you look also on the bottom left hand of the screen, you can hold that V button down and pick your wheel, or because I am in pain already, it has that button there for me as a what's that called? Like a, oh gosh, the words. Hint? No, that's not, you know what I'm trying to say. All right, we're sedated. It's been a long day, guys. We're sedated. We're not making any more noise. And now we can move around freely. You can see, boom, we can jump around, but we're still not healed up, right? If we go like this and try to heal ourselves, watch what happens. Go through the animation. Again, this is the fastest way to heal using that specific healable right here. But my legs are still black. Even though I tried healing myself, all right, my legs are still black. We have to use a surgical kit. Now let's use this fast one here. So this guy, you can get to cover, move around as you're surging. This was a fix that they did for season 2. I really enjoy it. Now, if you look, one of my legs is fixed. You have to do this for each one of your blacked out limbs that you do have. All right, so let's use this guy now. You can see animation completely different. It's gonna be 1 second longer on this, but it will give you more HP as well. So there you go, fully healed HP on that. So that's a benefit to using that as well. And then we're back into the fight. We want to heal your limbs. Boom. And we're back in. That's those right there. That's going to be your best options for repairing. And then this is the one that I typically use right here. You get a 4 out of 4 use, -7 on the hydration, and then a +15 on your HP recovery. So you have to use some more I guess heals, if you will, if you're using something like this. But that covers all of that. The only thing I really didn't cover here was the bandages. Now the bandages, let me see, I don't think there's a way I can cause a bleed. Let me try one time. Do I have a grenade? Oh, we do have a grenade. Stand by. Let's see if we can cause a bleed with a grenade. Perfect. All right, so as of right now, if you look at the bottom left, you're gonna see a 2 with a wound mark there. It looks like an arm or something being wrapped. That right there is your bleed notification. So each one of these, this is a 1 of 1 use, this is a 2 out of 2, and 4 out of 4. So you can use those 4 times, 2 times, and 1. Enable time for this 6.8 seconds, and it's only going to treat 1 wound. This one here, 6.8 seconds, only 1 wound, and the same thing with this, 6.8 seconds, 1 wound. The only difference really between these is how much you are willing to spend with bringing in healables in raid. I would say if you have the money, just grab the 4 out of 4. That way you're good. Or if you want to save a little bit of money, go with the 2 out of 2. If you're just using 1, you might put yourself in a little predicament there. I don't carry bandages. Typically, the heals that I have here on me are just enough, or again, I get them off of players that I kill. But if you are new, excuse me, that's probably the route that I would go with. So to fix the bleed, you can right click on here and do use, or again from your wheel, select it in there by hitting V, and you can do one of the bandages. Now, do we need a bandage to heal at all times? Negative. Here we're screaming in pain again, so we're going to use a different, let's use the pill bottle. Okay, so the pill bottle, there you go. In about 3 seconds or so, you'll hear it calm down. There you go. And then the pain and agony is now gone. Just to kind of recap from earlier, if we try to heal without fixing the black legs, just like this, it's not gonna fix the black legs, but my bleed was fixed because these right here can fix bleeds at the cost of the wound treatments. Okay, that's going to take that off of this total right there. So that's a couple options you have to fix your bleeds. You have your bandages, you have your first aid kits, your medical kits, you know, to fix those. And then treating your blacked out limbs, you want to use some type of surgical kit there. The pain is used to be able to maneuver, whether it's within fights. I like to pre-pain during my fights. I'm pretty much pained up the entire raid. So I'll go through one of these bottles pretty much every raid. And then once your hydration is out, it will make an audible noise like this. So the only way to stop that, you cannot take pain. All right, I'll show you guys that. You cannot take pain in order to stop this. So if you're in a serious fight or you're trying to hide from a player, right? Say he's around this corner, you took a pain, nothing's gonna help. You have to drink like this in order to stop that. So those are all like the negative and positive sides to healing. I know there's so much to it, but I feel like this game does it very well versus a game like Tarkov. If you're a new player coming to this game, you're always gonna have this information available to you while you're in raid. You can right click this stuff, look at the details, see what you need to use. And again, you can reference this video if you need to. If you guys have any questions, you can join our Discord community. Everything will be linked down below. Somebody's there willing to help you guys out at any moment. I know I love helping you guys out. If you jump into the streams, we can usually guide you into the right direction. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit different style for me. Let me know what you guys think. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. And as always, stay strong.